YouTube. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel of introspection. I am what they call the narc slayer. I've gone through narcissistic abuse, come from a narcissistic family, lots of toxic traits in the family, and myself having my own narcissistic traits that I've learned about. I consider myself as a empath because, I take in other people's emotions. I remember a long time ago, I used to take the blame for other people's bad behavior and then come into a room and regulate the whole room. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Who is that? Good morning, guys. Hello. Hello. I just did a short with my morning makeup routine, so y'all check that out. But good morning and welcome to the channel. I don't know why it looks different. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Nina, can y'all hear me? Thank you, Mary. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me good? Because I'm on my old phone. Wow, what in the world going on? Thank you. Let me turn it, make sure the volume is all the way up so we can keep going. Because I was getting ready to end the live and go to my other phone. So, okay, yes. Okay, so I can speed up. Hey, agent! How you doing? Just what now? Just can't send no hearts like normal. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. So let's get on into it. Did y'all wake up on the right side of the bed this morning? Because I spent a good part of the morning on my makeup routine. And I'm gonna put my lashes on in a minute. Y'all double tap the screen, but I really super want to sing the morning song. So let me get into it. Ashlyn, you okay? Shut the door, darling. Shut the door. Thank you. Is that Sunday Rose? Thank you, Sunday Rose. So good morning. Da, 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 da. Good morning. Da, 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 da. Good morning. Good morning. Mm, 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 mm. Good morning. Da, 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 da. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Da, 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 da. Yes, I wanted to get that out because I was like, woo child. So good morning. Nina Mabachu, agent, all of the other moderators. Good morning. Moderators, y'all know what to do in the chat because I can't see everything. But y'all know what to do in this chat. If they're coming in with sexual comments, just go ahead. Warn them, give them like a warning, like a strong warning. So get them out for a couple of minutes and then whatever, like that. But anyway, my name is Cheryl Grabowski. I'm glad to be back. I miss you, and you. I missed y'all. I really did. And so since I came back, I've been running. And I'm going to continue to run. Because I got work to do. We're going to talk about narcissistic abuse even more. Y'all know what's going on in my real life. So my ex-husband died unexpectedly on last Thursday. And I've been having conversations with my children as they reflect over their life with their father. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they come from. It's crazy how some people feel like that my children don't have a right or whatever to say whatever they want and to express themselves however they want, because I know that's how I am about my mama. But I do remember with my mother how, hello Bryce, how you doing? How so many people felt some type of way about what I said about mama. Just all the different chapters of my life when it pertained to this one person. So I get it with my kids. They're going down memory lane. They're reflecting. They're feeling so many different chapters. So I was on my oldest son's live this morning, and he was talking about, let me go ahead and put the glasses on. I just love not having them on, but I got to, because y'all know I got to be in here with y'all. So I'm going to slip this on. But there we go. So what's up, Bryce? So I was on my oldest son's live this morning, and he was talking about Mary Giles and not overdone. Thank you, Mary. So I did a short this morning, so check it out. But I'll come back. Good morning, David. Good morning, Kim. How you doing? I hope that anybody else that I missed, y'all just come on back in here and talk to me, because I got my glasses on so I can see you. So Mary Giles, if y'all want to do a live where we just doing makeup, we can do that. We can do that. Kim Seraton, I'm back. Yes. Can y'all hear me still good? Oh, glasses match the shirt and the lashes. Hey, ASMR, when you gonna look at, where you going looking so good? To the bank. Going to the bank. I got some stuff to take care of. What's up, Christopher? What's up? Y'all don't say anything crazy in here now. You are so fun. To the bank. Glasses are hard with the lashes. Yeah, it is. Because listen, y'all see how long these lashes are. They line. So anyway, I just want to say this to the people. No, I don't want to say that. But let me just get, yes, girl, the bank with that bag. I know that's right, sis. Okay. Yeah, going to the bank. Going to the bank. So yeah, everything has been good. So my children, I love y'all. I'm loving on my kids. I'm loving myself. Absolutely. Self-love, self-care in the building. Cortisol levels are down. Okay? Cortisol levels on down. Come on in and double tap. Y'all double tap the screen. Who is that? Speedy. What's up, Speedy? Y'all double tap the stream. Okay, y'all, we got to get these likes up. Agent, thank you so much, girl. I missed you. Nice to meet you, and good morning from Jamaica. Y'all double tap, double tap. I'm sitting right here till y'all double tap. I ain't going no further. Y'all need y'all to double tap, get me back in the algorithm. I need to be back in. You want to ask a question? Go ahead and ask your question. Double tap the screen. Come on, y'all. We got 12 likes. Let's go. 49 people. I know I ain't got that many toxic people looking. Other content creators who are looking and don't want to double tap. But you're going to go to your page and talk about the Grabowski. God watching you. He making a list. He checking it twice. He watching you. Yes, let's get these likes up. 15. Thank y'all for liking it. Thank you so much for upping the likes. Now we got the people in the bushes. The people are always in the bushes. But you bush people, I don't want to spend much time on you guys, especially you content creators, okay? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know that you like you like it. My question was English or Spanish. It's always English. Too many peeping toms. Yeah, we at 18, so I guess we got 18 deep laners, and the rest are what do we want to call them? Good morning, Fatima. We got 19 deep laners, and the rest are what? Spectators, or the robbers. Oops. And especially, you found me by accident. You just did it to be nice. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Okay, so good morning. Good morning. Y'all know trolling. What's poop? What's up, poopy pie? Who is that right there? The real pancake man? Oh, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. ASMR. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to keep the chat clean. Yes, make sure to subscribe. We're going to keep the chat clean. That is our new thing. We're going to do a cleanup job. Yes, yes, yes. Clean it up. We're not doing that. Listen, we love our men over here. And uh, for the ones that I've got to meet, they are fantastic. Sometimes when the new men come in, they do too much, you're going to get kicked out. So we're going to warn you first, and then we're going to kick you right on out. Been going through it with my dumb family. Oh boy, I understand what you mean by that, poopy pie. Be true, stay true to yourself, darling. Keep your boundaries up. Yeah, and if they don't know how to love and respect you, then deuces. Period. That's period. Because I really think about it. The positive here, people before you got, okay, agent, keep it respectful. Listen, the me personally, I like to get it along. I like to talk about wonderful things. I like to feel good vibes, like love, happiness, peace, and joy. That's what I like. Sometimes as a good old grown woman, I have to get stuff straightened out. You know what I'm saying? And narcissists don't like boundaries, morals, and ethics. They don't like that. They like to break the rules, but they like to punish you if you break a rule. But they break the rules with no consequence. My estranged mother tried texting me happy birthday, wrestled with texting her back, acknowledged her and finally did. Haven't heard back. So what's she doing? Playing games with you, poopy pie? What is she doing? What is she doing? I miss you too. I miss y'all. Okay, I'm sorry I missed your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy belated. Part of me wonders if she only did it to see if I would respond. Once she saw I did, she didn't care. Sounds like a toxic person to me. You know, at the end of the day, this is part of what me and my children are dealing with as it relates to this funeral. This is part of what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? I would love to be around 47 people who understand respect, who have respect, who understand boundaries, who know how to stay in their own lane, right? And who understand that you are not entitled to everything about another person. And when that person gives you a boundary or that person says no, then you keep your behind on the other side of that line. I would love to be around a group of people who understand that you are, when you're operating in a trigger, when you're looking at the Grabowski through the lens of what your mother did to you, and then you're looking at me as if y'all get Kim out of here. Y'all get Kim out. You looking at me like I'm your mother, and I'm not your mother. I'm Travoy's, Dottie, Monet, and Joseph's mother. Do you see what I'm saying? I wish people would learn more about their triggers. Do you see what I'm saying? So social media is a place where people get triggered and they won't, hey Daisy, deal with their own traumas. And they won't know their triggers, and they won't get it fixed and understand that this is not that. I've been so forthcoming with my life, and I didn't have to. See what I'm saying? Because I'm looking, self-awareness is not that common, Agent X says self-awareness is not that common, sadly. Well, I'm learning that, Agent. I'm learning that. You see what I'm saying? When you have a person, hey, Junior Graham, how you doing? When you have a person who's triggered by you because they think that you're their mother, and I only have 4 children, but we can do everything else. We can buy cars. We can go out to nice restaurants. We can put Jordans on our feet. Yeah, we can go on vacations. You know, we can do all those things, but we won't deal with our triggers. Y'all hold on for 1 second. This is the bank. Hold on. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry, this live stream has been wild, okay? So I was on the phone. I had to take a very, very important phone call, but I'm back. So I want to talk about narcissistic people in your life who don't respect boundaries, who don't respect boundaries. There are no lines. See what I'm saying? And I think social media makes it worse. Whether or not this person is in your life as a narcissist or on your job, it doesn't matter. They feel entitled to you. They feel like they can do anything that they want. They have no self respect. They don't understand boundaries. They are inwardly underdeveloped and they are nuisances and children. The bottom line. Do you understand what I'm saying? The bottom line. I don't know if I have any more moderators in here, but I'm just telling you guys, if you come in here with shittiness, I'm going to block you. Okay? I'm going to block you. Because this platform is not for the foolery. Okay? It's not for the foolery at all. Okay? So there are people, my channel is called, I call you guys the deep lane. If you're not a part of the deep lane, then I'm not talking to you. Okay? Then you need to go to another live stream. Okay? Because Cheryl is not thirsty for crap on YouTube. I'm only looking for a certain type of people. Because I'm grown, so I can say that. What's up, trucker's wife? How you doing, girl? I didn't know you were here. I'm only looking for a certain type of people. The other ones that I've told you guys about from day one, I'm not talking to you. Now, I've engaged with those ones, and that's the end of that. It's the end of it. All right, so we're building this magnificent platform to help you guys um, to notice and to handle toxic people in your life appropriately. Because you're the teacher in your life. You're the person. You're the boss lady. You're the boss man. You're the person. You are the one that define what your life will be, who you will interact with, what's okay, what's not okay, who can do and say what is you. You're the boss person. I know that we are used to having bosses in our life and people that we have to, submit to, like YouTube, for example. This morning is I'm employed by YouTube. So they give me rules, regulations, and guidelines, and I have to stay on my side of the fence in order to stay in good standing with YouTube. Okay? So that is my job as a content creator, as an adult, those two things. And as a decent person, I'm going to do that. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not a rule breaker. Now, I challenge status quo. I do that. And I remove myself from groups of people who function in the way that I don't like. I excommunicate people who don't roll the way that I like the rolling. If you rolling in a certain way and I don't like that rolling, then you ain't got to worry about me. It's a straight up deuces, I'm gone. And it's permanent. It's permanent. I don't. So my moderators have been giving instructions that if you're on some toxic, unevolved, low vibrational energy, we're not doing that. My children are going through grief, and grieving their dad. There's been lots of tears, lots of reflecting, lots of remembering, going down memory lane. You see what I'm saying? And that's their business. And my job is to be here to support them in any way that I can. So I'm on the phone with the bank. Because it ain't nothing like wonderful things. Ain't nothing like being able to go places and do things and experience things that you haven't in a time when you're hurting. There's nothing like it. And so, as a fantastic person that I am, as their mother, then I want to, and they're adults, but I want to help them to not suffer as much as possible. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cheryl wants it clean. Clean as a whistle. And then one thing I do notice that toxic energy people don't like cleanness. They like filth. They like high cortisol levels. They like the trash. That's what they like. But we're not doing that. We're not doing it. It's a new day. It's a new day. Hey, Henderson, it's a new time. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's very new. Y'all, you know what? I talk about growth. I talk about the layers and the levels. I talk about changing, evolving. That's what time it is. It's time to change. Life changes us too, one way or the other, but we also can change ourselves if we're willing to do the work. Okay? We're willing to do the work. And I'm going to talk about my oldest son right now because, he's 36. Who is that? Rico King. Hey, Rico King. Good morning. He's 36. He's a grown man, close to 40. And his father just passed away. So, I was over on his live this morning and he was burning some sage and reflecting and all of that good stuff. And I just sat there and listened to him and watched him. And we've been in the car, he's been down here, we've been talking in the morning and at night. And I love every tear that he cries. Every tear. I love the tears. I love the tears. I talked to somebody on the phone the other day. They said, Miss Cheryl, I can't stop crying. Please cry. Please cry. Cry all you want. Those are emotions. They are meant to move. The emotions are meant to move. They come into us, into our body, and we don't know how to get them out. So you cry. Some of the things, thank you so much, Rico King. Some of the things that we experience, for instance, hey, Carla, for instance, our parent or some other person may tell us, you stop that crying. Now, Ashlyn, she'll crying something because she's a Cancer. So she cried just like I laugh. And we be like, me and Monet be like, not today. We don't want to hear no crying. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when life is lifing and you start to cry. I say to you, cry. Get by yourself and cry. While you're crying, look at yourself in the mirror. Let those emotions, those feelings, let them pass through you. Don't you dare stuff it. Don't you dare suppress it. Don't push it down. Let it come up. Okay? Because that crying is a cleansing. That crying will cause growth. That crying got something to do with your self-awareness. That crying is going to only make you better. It's like cleaning. Cry so you can clean. Good morning, Latanya. Good morning. Cry so you can clean. The tears is a cleansing. I remember when I was going through my trauma therapy, I cried so much. Oh my God, I cried. Every time I looked in my rearview mirror almost, I just sat there and cried. And I was like, when am I going to stop crying? Hey Mystery, when am I going to stop crying? When does the crying stop? When it stops. There is no specific date on it. You talking about the death of a parent. It feels good afterwards. Yeah, it feels good to your soul because when those tears are trying to come up and you trying to suppress, no, sniffling, I'm not going to cry. I push it, I swallow it, I push it down. I push it down. Pushing it down. Don't you know it's going into your kidneys, your heart, your spleen, your joints, your shoulders. It's going into your feet. It's going everywhere. It's going into your heart because your heart needs to cry. It needs to feel. So the death of a parent. Y'all know I lost my mom a year and a half. So not only has my children lost their dad and I can love on them and support them, but I also can relate because I've lost my mama and I won't never see her again. Well, see her physically. Now she's all through my phone. Her voice, everything. Like if I want to see her voice right now, I just go into my phone. If I want to hear her voice, I just go into my phone because I can hear her. Thank God for social media. Thank God for Snapchat. Thank God for Facebook. Thank God for YouTube. Because I can hear, thank you so much, I can still hear and see my mama on video. And they can see their dad because he has a YouTube channel. And he was ministering, so they can see their dad. But to sit down and have a conversation with him is gone. That part is not permanent. It's not permanent with me, it's not permanent with them, and it's not permanent with you. So it's okay. It's okay to grieve and to feel your feelings. It's okay. Now, when you leave, when you experience the death of a parent, then there will be some things not said and some things that you wish you could say. But some of us, like me and my oldest son, everything was said. Because my ex-husband, he came over to my son's house about a week and so ago, 2 weeks now, and they sat down and had a conversation about life, afterlife, love, pain, spirit, God, demons, death. They did the whole thing. I had a very intense massage one time, and a few days later I got sick as a dog. Why? Because all the toxins and suppressions were awake by the massage, so you have to let it out. You have to let it out. Maybe someone will catch this live stream later on and you'll be listening to it at night and you realize that, like Latanya said, that stuff was in you and it made your body sick, and now it's time for you to let it out. So I'm saying to you this morning, go ahead and deal with it. Get by yourself and let it out, because it's in there. You don't want it in there. After the loss of a parent too, you see that after unaliving, after mama, it really won't phase you. I'm a different person after the death of my mama. I'm not the same. I'm not. And my children, good morning, Ariel. My children are not the same. They're growing up. They already just had to deal with mama's transition, and now their dad. So life is lifing, right? And so when we have good days, y'all, when you feel like, when you literally feel good emotionally, mentally, and psychologically, and then your body feels pretty good, that's a miracle. So when you experience those days, please enjoy those days. You're not the same because you've done the work. No, I'm not the same at all. I think some people who know me from my past, I watch my videos, especially the ones on Facebook, and I say, my God, I am so different. After the loss of a parent too, you'll see that after mama, it really won't phase you. Good morning, Cheryl. You're not the same. I still tend to cry over my mom, and it's been only 7 years. It's been 7 years. I still cry too, some days. I do too, trucker's wife. Cause I mean the love, you miss, I miss mama. I know you missed your mama. And then some days, as I learn, grow, and evolve, I just feel bad for all of what I've learned and all of what has helped me, and she didn't know. She didn't know those things. I feel done right now. I need some encouragement. Okay, well, stay right here, Ariel. This is encouragement. With the thought of one day my parents would not be here, it kind of affected me because I kind of had to come to the grips with transitioning on my own as a young person. Yes. But you know what, though, as a young person, I'm so glad you dealt with it. Most of us run away from it. Most of us shake our head. We shake it away. Says, oh my God. And even the other day, my daughter says, Daddy is gone. She said, Mama, I need you to take care of yourself, because she's thinking about me. You see what I'm saying? And my thing is, Monique, I'm taking care of myself as much as I can, and I want to live as long as I can. But the reality of it is that more than likely you're going to outlive me. So deal with it now. That's what I did with my mother. I cry over my auntie and I miss her so much. Yes, and it's good. It's a good thing. But deal with it. Don't wait. Deal with it a little bit at a time. Look at it like a pie. And take you a nibble off that pie here and there over time, over the years. But what I don't want you to do is just throw the idea away, dismiss it out of your mind. My parent or my loved one or my lover or my husband or my children are going to live forever. They're not, and it's okay. I think what we need to do is people need to deal with, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, the thoughts of the afterlife. If you are only facilitating, I got you, Latanya, I'm getting ready to read it. If you're only facilitating the ideas of a good place and a bad place, you need to stretch your mind. You need to spend more thought and meditation in that, and you need to evolve and grow more as it relates to that, because that is elemental. It is very uninvolved, and it's very, it's like at the level one. You've got to go well beyond that. And I'll tell y'all a story about what helped me to do that. 24 years for me, believe it or not, the sadness I used to feel has turned into a smile. Because I go to a happy place. The happy things that used to happen, or play her favorite song and just smile. I have those days too, Latanya. I get it. I get it. Mama's picture is right over there. And sometimes I be like, girl, you know what I'm saying? What in the world? Because I could hear her say, girl, I told you, child, or whatever. Because we talked a lot. So I say this, Latanya. I don't know if I am where you are yet, but I'll say this. The ideas or the mindset or the emotions around mama being uncomfortable and sick or tortured or scared, I don't. Those things are gone. I have those days too, Latanya. Yes. So it's just a lot. It's a lot, and it's okay. I'm happy that my children have me. Somebody might say, Cheryl, that sounds arrogant. I hope y'all can to understand what I'm saying. I'm happy that they have the type of mother that they have, and the way that I think and feel, and what I've learned and what I've been able to share with them. I'm very happy for that. Also, when I was a kid, Latanya says, my prayer was, Lord, please let my mom live until I'm 30, because I thought 30 was old as a kid. She died when I was 30, and her passing wasn't hard for me. Power in prayer. Oh my goodness. That's powerful. I think your spirit knew already, Latanya. That's why you asked. You know what I mean? Because the conversation that Lacey and Travoy had was completely spiritual. It was all things outside of the earth. They had that conversation. And I told Travoy, I said, I'm proud of you. I said, I'm happy for you because you had that and the other ones didn't. Monet had the dream. She had the dream. She had that. And Travoy had the conversation. And Joe and Dottie know. So in my mama's case, first of all, she told me, I knew you were going to come to see about me. I just knew it. We're talking about 10 o'clock at night in the ICU. And, we're past the COVID days. They'll kick your butt out of that hospital. So I don't care nothing about that, man. I'm getting ready to drive up to this hospital. I'm walking and going to the ICU, and I'm going to put on a gown, and I'm going back there where my mama at. Period. People talk about the Grabowski, Cheryl. No. I'm that girl. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared. So I went up there. The lady said, just put a gown on. She says, come on. Took me back there with my mama. My mama's not expected to see me. She know ain't nobody supposed to be in the ICU. But I found out that she had COVID for the second time. And what I know she been going through for the last 3 weeks. And that sound that she was making, she was panting. going to the ICU, and I'm going right now. My daughter never met her grandma, but she's my sweetest kid. She's just like her grandma, because I know it's not me and her, me not so sweet like her and mom. LOL. I'm saying you crazy. Okay, period. And it might be your mama in her. Y'all know what I think about that. That ain't on this slide, but oh, it might be on this slide, but y'all know when I think about that. Yeah, I'm going to the ICU to see my mama. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, give me a gown because I'm going. Let me see her right now. So when I walked through the door, she said, "I knew it. This is so spiritual. I knew it. You were gonna come to see about me. Come," she said. "Sit down." I sit down. I didn't know what time it was, but she knew. So we talked. She was just talking, having a casual conversation. My presence gave her so much joy, happiness, and relief. Maybe that was spiritual to her. Maybe she says, if she said, "I knew that you were coming to see about me," and she also knew that she wasn't coming back because she told her husband, "I'm not coming back this time. This time I won't be back." How to deal with the transition of an elder who you feel really don't care for you. Ooh, what a wonderful question. So me and my mother was at odds for so many different times. I felt the same way that you have felt more than one time in my life. I had gone years back in 2001. I'd gone years without seeing her or talking to her. And about 2 years before she passed away, I had gone 10 months without talking to her because I felt like she mistreated me. I felt like she was mean. I felt like she gaslit the crap out of me. I felt like she lied to me. These are my feelings, and those emotions were there too at the same time. Okay? It wasn't me and my mama had a wonderful years. Yes, years. Back in 2021, when after Lacey and I had got married, after we were Christians, I was starting to have, I had 2 children. I went years. She and I talked about a couple of years before she passed. She and I talked about how she used to send Daddy to check on me because she didn't want me to know that she even cared. We had a volatile relationship through the different chapters of my life. So how do you deal with it? Let me tell you, this is a secret. I'm going to go back and read the comments. Let me tell you this from a person who is being exactly where you are. Your parent is not a perfect person. Your parent may have their own traumas and triggers. Your parent may even suffer from mental illness. Your parent might not be all of what other people's parents are. Parents are not perfect. Parents have children. Parents were parented by other people who had traumas and triggers. So if you think that your parent don't feel a certain type of way for you, then they probably don't. I'm telling you, it's okay. Now, you love yourself and try to understand that your parent could have been a broken person. And that somewhere in there, through the layers of your parent, that they probably do love you, but didn't know how to show it. Hi, Miss Cheryl. I love your passion and your truth. Hey, Pryor. I had to say goodbye to my grandma when I was in the 6th grade. I thought my world ended. In my mind, she will always be my real mother. Mm. So you loved her that much where you refer to her as your real mother, and she passed away. So you said in your heart, that's where grandma lives. So you just love her still. You just don't never stop loving her. And when you want to talk to her, talk to her. It's good. It's good for the mind, good for the soul, and it's good for the body. Cheryl, were you a middle child? No, Latanya, I was the second child. Um, this conversation is definitely needed. What's your views on the scripture honoring thy mother and thy father? For a child who has been traumatized and gravely abused by their mother or their dad or both, honor thy mother and their father is abuse, further abuse. And I'm going to tell you why. When a person says to you, if I say to you, Latanya, my mama has treated me like a dog. She's always been jealous of me. And this is not my story, but if I say she's always been jealous of me, she's always put my other siblings before me. Um, she partnered with my husband. She knew that my husband was abusing me, and she told him where I was, and he came and he almost unalived me. And I said these things to you, and the first thing you say is honor thy mother and thy father. That's abuse. I don't, because see, I got feelings. See what I'm saying? I got feelings and emotions, and it's valid because I've been mistreated by this person who happens to be my mother or my father. If I tell you that my dad threw me down a flight of stairs and damaged my spine, and now I am immobile and will never walk again, and you tell me that I got to honor my mother and my father, you just invalidate me as a person, and you further traumatize me, and you are hurting me. I don't need you to say that at that time. So it's how you use that, because that should never come out of a person's mouth once they tell you what they've done. Wonder if your parent has hired, and this is the thing, and so somebody might say, sure, that is too far. This is not far. I've listened to documentaries and shows of parents who have hired someone because of money to unalive their child. Somehow it didn't work. The person was injured but not unalive. They found out the parent had this intention to do this thing, and now this parent is still alive. Now this child is dealing with a parent who could facilitate emotionally, mentally, and psychologically that I will unalive my child for $4.2 million or $600,000. And then the person who says to them, but you got to honor that parent. No, you don't. This is a person that has used this idea of the scripture inappropriately. So you see what I'm saying? So people say, now in me and your case, or in my case, I had negative emotions around mama. She was mean when when I was a child, and I've seen her do things that I didn't like, or that type stuff, and she did gaslight me and type stuff, and all that. Just she was just mean. She provoked me because I was mouthy. And she just always kept me in survival mode. My body, my nerves, my sensory nervous system was always on 10 because she provoked negative emotions in me. And, that fed her. She used to do it all the time. Everybody that knows me as a child in my house know that I was that sensitive kid, and I was very reactionary. And she raised me, so I was like her. I was mouthy and loud and mean too. And then she would poke, so I would act a nut. Like that. So yeah, um, this is my real story. Oh, let me go back then. Prior, hold on. Okay, So you said your grandmother cared for you when your mother was not there for you, and your mother was wild. That's a lot of emotion. It's a lot prior. It's a lot for you to work through because you can't go back and change it. So the idea is that our mother, and see, I'm a mother with 4 kids. You know, my children, and this is the thing that I used to deal with my relatives before I stopped communicating with them. Because me and my relatives used to get together and talk about my mother and her sister. And we fully grown. Okay, we grown up in our 40s. But then when I started telling them that I had come to the realization that I've not been such a good parent to my children here and there. Now, there have been people around me that say, sure, but you did good by your, listen, there are many chapters in my life as I raise my children. So, so I've not been the best parent. So prior, this is the thing, the emotions and stuff that you have around your mother not being there for you and her running the streets. One of the things that I did for my healing, as I started to look into the regions of my own soul and see my not so good spots, then that's when I saw my mother just as Marjorie. Not Cheryl's mom, just Marjorie. Marjorie when she was 12. Marjorie when she was 20. Marjorie when she was 25. Just as a woman. And all the things that we go through. Some women, through heartbreak, because they deal with heartbreak of men and stuff, they do that. They ain't no good for their children once they experience heartbreak. So it depends. Now, it be the ones. But see, we so critical, we can look at people and say, well, you know, I ain't never do that, or I done never done that. Well, maybe you didn't love like I did. Maybe you're not an empath. Maybe you're a narcissist. Maybe you never really loved your person that you was with. I don't know. We love on different levels. Some people are with people, but they never love them at all, cause they're that broken. Hold on. Ooh, I got a lot to catch up with. All right, this is my real story. Latanya said my mouth is wide open. Is it wrong to have a limit on your love? Basically, to guard yourself from being let down. No, that is not wrong. Those are boundaries. That's healthy. My mom was never physically abused. Okay, but verbally, yes. Okay, so I'm not taking up for your mother prior. I don't want you to think that at all. But Lacey only hit me one time. All of this trauma that I experienced from him was mental, emotional, and psychological. He hit me at the end of the marriage. My trauma is severe. But she wants me to respect her. How can I? No. She should not be asking you for respect. She should be asking you for forgiveness. Okay, let's make that clear. That should make that clear, okay? No, we're not doing that. North said Jesus helps you to forgive, but we're not talking about forgiveness. We're not talking about that. This it's tricky. It's like a slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? There are layers to this thing. So you want to see. Let me hold on, y'all. Y'all hold y'all comments for a minute. I want to deal with all the comments, but I got to talk to you about this. So the parent calls the child, right? Y'all listen. The parent called the child and asked for forgiveness, right? I done you wrong. I need you to forgive me. So what do the parent need the child to forgive them for? Now, this is not all the time, but it's 50% of the time. The parent wants the child, 50%, not all the time, because everybody know their own situation. But the parent wants the child to forgive them so they can get into heaven. So the forgiveness still is not about the child. The forgiveness is a manipulation, because the parent wants a clean slate, wants a clean conscience, so they can feel that they have righted their wrongs, so they can have entrance into heaven, so they can be right with God. But the forgiveness is not about you. They really don't have. We're talking about the layers. Thank you. They don't have the remorse. that is supposed to be there for what they really did to their child. But see, they would have to go into the layers in order to access that. Thank you. Oh my God. ASMR said the older generation will never ask their kids for forgiveness. I'm telling them that not only do they need to ask their children for forgiveness, but check into their own feelings and ask themselves, why are you asking for the forgiveness? Is it to give you a clean slate so your conscience can be clean? Or are you feeling the emotions of remorse and hurt and pain for what you did to your child? Can y'all understand that? Prior say it hurts so bad. Of course it do. Of course it hurts. How can you do anything without forgiveness? There's only one type of forgiveness. It comes from the heart. But you gotta, I need you to listen to what I said. The forgiveness is not for the offended. The forgiveness for the person who's asking for the forgiveness is for to clear their conscience a lot of times. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Now, for the person who's automatically forgiven what has been done to them, that's just the forgiveness. Oh, if you're looking at layers, and y'all know we deal with the layers over here because we the deep lane now. You got 7 layers. Forgiveness is the first layer. That's all you got. And you guys are getting this from Bible literature. But we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with the realization or the reality of our feelings and emotions and how layered it can be. Because if you say, for instance, let me give you an illustration or an example. If you say that you forgive your parent, if you say out of your mouth prior that you forgive your parents without being, because we're not in the business of tricking our mind or even lying to ourselves. If you say out of your mouth that you forgive your parent and you don't feel forgiveness in your heart and in your emotions, then you lie to yourself. And this is what Christians do. They don't deal with the layers. These are narcissistic people, and they have a narcissistic brain. They can't not deal with the layers. They are shallow anyway. That's why they can't do the deep lane, and that's why they hate my channel. And I don't know why they come over here, because they should not be here. You have to have a certain level of empathy, intelligence, and to be able to see through these layers and understand if you ask for forgiveness, ignoring your shadow self. Thank you, agent. Praise creation. Thank you very much. Those are the layers. If I ask you, I'm trying to explain it. If I asked you to forgive me and you say that you forgive me, if I say that I forgive you, okay, I say I forgive you, those are words. If I don't have that forgiveness, if I still feel a type of way, if I have emotions too, if I say that I forgive you, but I'm triggered by you, that's my other side. That's my shadow. Do you understand? It's not real. It's just talk. It's just mouth service. Now, I'm not saying that I want you to be, if you're going to say that you forgive a person, and I'm not telling you that you have to. Shirley's not saying that. Other people say that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I say that I forgive you and I'm still triggered by you, then I have not forgiven you. And when it comes to the layers, then you're not going deep enough in order to deal with, number one, your feelings, number two, your emotions, because the you've got to say it. You don't have to, but saying it, feeling it, and dealing with those feelings and getting them out of there, so there are no more triggers. Then it's true on all layers. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we've been having some trolls coming through, but anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Um, I've got to take care of some business today, and I feel if a person waits until their life is almost over to ask for forgiveness, they really don't mean it, because they knew the things were wrong that they've done. Um, I kind of feel that too. But then at the same time, there's no timeline on, they might not know how to forgive. How about that? They might not know how to forgive. And again, if I go back into the illustration that the explanation that I just gave y'all. So if I say, I forgive you, Joshua, because I know, listen, this is a brain thing. I know that I'm supposed to forgive you, but inwardly I don't feel it because of my feelings and emotions. Again, I betray myself and I lie. And then I got these feelings and emotions and I don't know what to do with them. You got to know what to do with the feelings and the emotions so that it can be consistent with that forgiveness, or that thing that you proclaim to be true. It's got to be true on all layers. She's beautiful. Don't think you know anything. Yeah. So I hope this live has helped y'all today. I gotta go because was a beautiful, beautiful conversation, and it's all about the layers. Anyway, that's why I came here. Listen, um, I don't believe there's anybody on this live who's had such a busted up, emotional, and feelings world. I don't think there's anybody here on this live that has been so conflicted inwardly and psychologically about people and feelings and events. Great talk, Cheryl. Enjoy your day and welcome back. Thank you, Agent X, and thank you for your help in this chat. Um, it's just been a lot, but it's the layers. It's the layers for me, y'all. That's what's gonna give us a better life. The root problem of all of these problems we face as humans stem from disobedience. No, Joshua. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We can't do that. You coming back tonight, Cheryl? Yes. You need to go to my Facebook, Joshua, and listen to the live I did last night on that. We're not facilitating the idea that we are disobeying God. We're on a life journey, Joshua. You learn by your mistakes. That's how you grow. You need to get into the layers, okay? I'll see y'all the next time. Bye, guys. Love y'all very, 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 very much. Let me go handle my business, and I'll see y'all just a little bit later. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, moderators. Bye.